You. Yeah, you. Stop watching porn. Start trading the VEPS. That's right. Here's your message from Alpha Trading for the day. You wanted signals? There they are. Let me get into this Alpha Trading Discord. What are you doing, Yasha? I know you're here. I can see
Bilbo.
you. Hey.
Oi.
How's the weather in them parts?
Sunny blue skies, warm and wonderful.
Nice.
How about in the Indiana bush?
The Indiana bush is bushy. Very bushy.
I'm just sitting here busy on Word documentation and stuff. Lots of writing.
Lots of writing. Nice. Somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to file with the 3-letter organization.
Yes, indeed.
Multiple
3-letter organizations.
Yeah, there's soup going on, bro.
Be careful. They're very corrupt. It's all good.
I'm sure the folks that have to deal with that will have to deal with are wonderful.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Exactly. We're all wonderful. Bitcoin.
We're doing good things with this thing, so it's
right.
I'm stoked.
Good. You see here. What's Bitcoin doing?
Moving along, mean reverting on the 4-hour very nicely.
Yeah. Tell you what, we're finally breaking through this weekly wave trend here. Reverse wave trend. Let's not get people confused. Is BTC going to run back to 20K? Tell you what, man, we start closing some weekly candles below these log MAs in this reverse wave trend. Yeah. Who's over leveraged? Who's wanting to get smacked in the PP? It's coming. Be careful out there.
It does remind me of Cheech and Chong. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Yep. Exactly. You see this monthly. Monthly barely hanging on to reverse wave trend. 24,881. But that's one good thing here, right? You got a reverse wave trend right at the bottom of the power mean band. I mean, to be honest, right? This monthly, we dumped out below that power mean band on this local low on the monthly anyway, right? It was like 15.5. Then bounced it right back up on top. I mean, this is pretty much, where's it at? 904. I mean, literally, we're like $25 above the monthly reverse wave trend. Interesting. Something's got to give here. Is it going to dump out below on the monthly again?
Plus the weekly mean.
Yeah.
Which the power mean, I mean, central, power mean, 23.4 on the weekly on Biddy, and the RMLR of it is down at 16.8. We still have not completed the mean reversion of that RMLR, but it's more likely, I mean, if you go by the probabilities, that we'll probably meander over, and maybe sometime in August or September or October, we'll complete the mean reversion to that RMLR. Unless we shoot down there at some point between now and then, somewhere in the 16 to 20 zone, but it'll be sometime in the next couple of months. Probably not early in mid-August, I guess, or early August.
There's where he's talking about right there. I got it at actually on this weekly candle too. What is it? 9? It's like second standard deviation. It's right on top of each other. 2SD and the 30 power.
That RMLR is down there at like 16.8, something like that.
Oh yeah. 16.0. Yeah, 16,850. Good Lord.
And it's got to complete that from back in early January.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to, but the overall probability is that it will at some point complete that mean reversion to it.
Yeah, and that's the 32.
It's extremely unlikely it will not complete that at some point, and it's straight on a collision course for it, even if it just stays here at some point between September and October.
Yeah.
So
this really isn't a bad spot down here.
You're on the you have the other RMLR. Did you show show the 3012?
Yeah, I had it on there. It's down here, like 16.8.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I just saw it disappear. I was like, where'd it go? But yeah.
You're going to want to see a bounce here on the power mean is what you will want.
Yeah, that's good. If you do that and just walk over I mean, it could even end up closing higher.
22,800.
If it doesn't close in reversion until like end of October, it could be up at 29.30 again.
Hey.
So
there's a 33 at 24.20. God, does
if
that make
you can't
that?
tell the future, why not? We literally see it.
Yeah. Is that US dollar?
Math shows it to us.
Dollar weekly index. What the heck is going on? Let me see what I
Anyway,
got.
man, back to the writing here. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep, that's fine. Let's see here. Let me go into this. Where's that UPM? Oh, I got this power mean set at. Come on. Let me switch this up to 33. Let's see here. 33. Damn, not 333. What's happening? Come on, man. There we go. And now we're smoothing. Just getting this all set up real quick here. What did that drop that to? 23,350. 23,350, huh? Yeah, something's matching up here. What's the story? What's the story? What's the story? See this?
Morning glory.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh God, oh God.
I see the goat is here, and we've got Donnie, the Donster.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Brought you out of your workflow.
Yeah, they pinged up. I saw them. Hey, folks. Anyway, back to the work.
Smoothing ribbon plot wood.
Lightning.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Got it. What is... Let me check something real quick. Trying to see why my numbers aren't jiving, matching up here. Just got a slight little quirk with the smoothing, I believe. Yeah, what do you got smoothing on? 18. That's probably why. 33 power mean. 18. Let me go back over here now. Yeah, I bet this will change it up. Take a quick little look here. Well, this is interesting. Is that Tom Jurek over here too? Let's check this out real quick. Give me a minute here, folks. Yep, it is. Power mean 33. And that is at... Now let's go back over here. Let me just make sure that's all set up right. Is that power mean band? Whoops. There it is. That's it. All right. Power mean smoothing 18. Jerk. That should be about right now. Let me see here. Where is that at? Blow this baby up. What the heck? Where are you? Now the sucker disappeared on me. Hello? Where in the world did you go now?
2 hours later.
That's right, bud. What the heck, man? How did that disappear? Come on, man. I'm losing my 33. Losing my 33 power mean. Where in the hell are you? All right, here's the ribbon. Here's smoothing. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. When you change the length on here, it changes the... Here, I'll show you. It's going to be over here on style. Let's see. Here's the UPM. And which ribbon is it first? Give me a second. Oh, yeah, them too. Let me see which one the 33 is. It is a ribbon 11. So you go over here. Yeah, see, ribbon 11, plot. Boom, it went back to line. That's what you can't see. It got to put it on dot. Circles again. There you are, you little booger. Okay, that's right. Let me give that one more. Boom, we need one more boost up. There's my little dots.
You win.
Let's default that up, man. Boom. Now what's that number at? There we go. Now we're matching up. 22,338. 22,338. 22,338. There we go. Just had to get a little. Let's see, baby. Let me actually that down. Yeah, Bitcoin. We can save that on a week. Why not? Well, okay, let's see here. Like I just said, for those of you that are just joining, we've definitely broken through reverse wave trend on the weekly. On the weekly, like I was showing before, on the monthly, hanging on to it. All right, we've got a macro time frame here. Let's take a peek. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, like I said, man, barely hanging on to that bad boy. Barely. Now it's going to bounce here, and it's hanging right at the right on the 9 and 33 log MA. The 99 log MA is not even populating on a monthly. Not enough history. Can't even get an entropy read. But I did want to see where that reverse wave trend is. Really interesting. It pulled back. I mean, literally, you got reverse wave trend 33 and 9 log MA right in the same area, pretty much. Sitting right on top of it.
Got him!
Can't get a variance read. Good Lord. Let's see this 5-day. 5-day hanging on to 33 power mean. Good to see. Good to see. What about the 3-day? Yeah, below. Kind of getting into no man's land. I mean, you got reverse Fisher down here at 18.7. Is a data set going to drop that far away from the power mean? Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. Bitcoin can do anything, but I'm telling you, hanging on to the 99 log MA on the 2-day. Barely above it. It's at 925. See how ugly this daily is looking. Besides having this outlier on the daily, yeah, we're down here in no man's land. Definitely setting up more bearish every day, I'll tell you that. Let's see, 981. The correlation broke negative. We've got contracting volatility on the low length as well. Positively correlated on the 2400. Yeah, that 2400 is a strong read, man. Very strong read. Let's see, we set up any. I mean, the low length Z-score returns oscillator definitely setting up some hidden from this dump right here. We're down to 25.7. But that's the only area. That is the only area. You drop down here on the 4-hour. What's the 4-hour doing? Setting up hidden already. You're setting up. You got a higher high on the returns oscillator already. Getting close to the 2SD band. Interesting. No correlation. I mean, it's a nice pull up on this 4-hour candle. At least this one. We're getting a little. It's already backfilled. You see the power mean band starting to expand. Good Lord. All right, BTC, where are you running to? Where are you running to? Every 4-hour volatility reads contracting, positively correlated. Look at the trend now. Look at the trend. We're down here at the 2SD band. This thing's ripe to turn up and go back into a random walk. If it breaks the 2SD band, that even makes it better, right? Because if you bounce off the 3SD, you pretty much know where that predictor is going to flip. High probability the time it flips right when it crosses back up inside the volatility bands. And so that would be, it would be positive correlated entropy going back into a random walk. So to see how this plays out, we'll have to see how this plays out. A lot of BS in the news, right? Stop watching the news. That goes for everything. Good Lord. What a twisted society we live in. It's amazing. The shit going on. When you have half the country that you got half the country watching one set of media, the other half watching another set of the media. Nobody knows what's going on either side. Just all the propaganda that's being spit at them. I don't care if it's about finances, politics, religion, whatever. All separation. Divide and conquer. It's all about the separation. They're doing a damn good job. When people say the system's broke, I just giggle. It's not broke at all. People that created this system, it is running fucking flawlessly, right? I mean, it is in high gear, man. They are enjoying it. They're sitting back laughing. You know the meme where all the elite are just laughing? People make memes. Oh, if they only knew. Dude, it's so true. And when you realize what happened with the world economy that got shut down, dude, this isn't about money. They don't care about money. You get to a certain place, right, where money doesn't matter anymore. You're beyond money, right? You're beyond it. So you're bored. They just, man, whoever's creating all this madness, they love to see humanity squeal. They're doing a great job. My goodness. Because if we ever all come together, they're doomed. You literally got like 13 families, and it's pretty much the same bloodline, literally controlling 8 billion people. I wish people would just wake up. Being so manipulated and controlled. Every man and woman out there is your brother and sister. We need to get along. This is getting ridiculous. Stop the madness. We're the only ones that are going to be able to do it. Got to quit fighting our neighbors, man. Got to stop. Let's come together. It's not just some hippie BS, man. This is some real shit. If we do not come together, we in trouble. We are in trouble. Get ready. Do you like boots? Because they're going to be on your neck. So, and this is perfect, right? All right, back to business. You got an outlier on the 4-hour, right? Nice big dump. And did you guys notice yesterday? What did I talk about in the stream? And let me show you SPY, for instance. What time is it? 9:16. We got 14 minutes. It's just a riot. I was warning the bulls. What was I saying? Look, they got everybody hyped, right? They're putting out a narrative. Hey, these markets, they're exploding, bullish. 2 o'clock when the Fed decision came out, right? It started bleeding out before that, but then you get a dump. So you punch the bulls right in the mouth, knock their teeth out, and then run it back. Look at the wick all the way back up top side of the 68.3. You know how many people got wrecked yesterday? It's crazy, man. Stop watching the news, right? If you're watching the news, you weren't prepared for that. It just hammered everybody and then ripped it right back up. And here we are. It was down pre-market. It was down about 435 area or something. Now it's popping right back up. These markets are wild right now. One more reason why we trade intraday volatility. If you were buying puts yesterday, God, please tell me you took your profit. And look where the wicks went to. That's the second resistance level on the monthly that flipped support. Did it find it as support? Sure did. Bounced it right back up. That's a hell of a bounce, you know. You're down here, second support level. You get wicks below the first standard deviation on the daily, right? Never closed a candle below it. That was a huge flag right there. When that candle pulled back up, then you send another wick down, it pulls back up and closes inside to 1 SD. Number 3, a third wick, and then whoop, right back up. Some good.
You are not getting money back.
That's right.
Get out of my way.
Premium was pretty drained by the end of the day, but yeah, you could have got some tight calls in here and maybe got a 2x out of it or something. Then right at the end of the day, right? I mean, you open up this candle and it dumps back down. First support level of the daily again. And they had people just floundering yesterday. Floundering. Speaking of floundering, gold. Gold's having a little pop right now. I'm telling you, it's getting closer and closer to that target, man. What was the low? 19 and a quarter. I remember when gold was at 20,025. And I was talking about, hey, gold's about to do this. Bull. Okie doke. Gold did exactly what we thought it was going to do. Gold is exactly what we think it is. So, got to be careful of gold, man. I'm still looking for those lower levels, right? And they're all inside 1900. So, we finally get that pullback, then I'll let off gold a little bit. But at this point, yeah, man, I would much rather be investing in Bitcoin, to be honest. Not paper gold. Now, if you can get your hands on real heavy metal, knock yourself out, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually got a good vibe to it. I don't know if you've ever held a big bar of gold. It's intense, man. It really is. There's some massive energy coming off that stuff. That's what gold fever literally is. It's the energy of that heavy metal, man. It grabs you up by the boo-boo. You'll be out there mining it forever.
In Dubai, they have gold ATM machines.
Do what? What'd you say?
In Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, you can put your credit card or cash or whatever, Bitcoin, into an ATM machine, and it gives you back little gold bars of whatever amount you bought.
Really?
Yep.
Now that's awesome. Those are people that know. You think they want paper gold? Hell no, they don't. Americans, we're just kind of like, dude, just serve me up. No. Made money going up and down. Got in early on a put, but realized it would drop. Nice, man. Yeah, if you made money on that move, kudos. Love it. I love seeing that type of stuff. Because yeah, if you made money going up and down, that's mean you're taking your profit. Which that's all. We don't care how anybody trades. You know, if you get anything out of these live streams, it's don't ever be emotionally attached to your trades. Always take your profits and limit your losses. Don't swing trade volatility. Trade intraday, right? Trade the intraday volatility, whether it be 0DTE options, right? Even, you know, you really want to degen hard, go into crypto, you can trade those intraday futures, man. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with it if you know what you're doing. First, you need to realize what futures are, for crying out loud, right? They're there to hedge options positions. So I highly suggest you, when we're getting towards an option expiration, lay off them futures a little bit. They're going to get wild swings in them, man. Unless you have got a strat down where you see these moves coming, which I'm not saying people out there that don't trade the VEPS can't do that. Like we always say. That's why we're not opposed to people using other stuff. You want to use other stuff, knock yourself out. We have just found a better way to trade intraday volatility. That's all. By trading the actual intraday volatility. How are other people understanding volatility if you don't have a volatility indicator, right? Correlated to price action, letting you know direction. Look at the dump on the 4 hour. Everything went negatively correlated. All three volatility links expanded. Where do you take your profit? The low length volatility read peaks out at 100% with volatility grade. So what is volatility grade? Volatility grade is a combination of implied volatility and historical volatility, right? Now, options traders have been using implied volatility for a long time, but is what they need to understand. There's three metrics you need to be using together: percentile, historical, and implied. All three together, and it gives you great areas of profit taking. Hey, what are you doing? Come on. I got mom over.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
Yeah. Hello, ChatGPT. But anyway, where the hell was it? Oh yeah, the volatility. You correlate this volatility to price action. This is why I love when people say, "Hey, volatility isn't directional." Right there, immediately, they do not know a thing about correlation. Who does? Right? Who started this whole thing with correlating volatility, correlating indicators to price action? Hello? Nobody before us was doing this. Not that we ever found. We still can't find anybody else correlating, right? I'm not talking about correlating assets. That's age old. You know, these big traders, they understand correlation. This is how you trade pairs, right? You can trade them together, right? Or if you get something like Dixie and gold, Dixie and Bitcoin, right? You can trade each of them opposite directions. You need to know about that type of correlation if you want to do some trade pairs. But what we realized, and literally, if you guys understood how many hours into the early morning that I sat in front of computers trying to figure this out, correlating indicators to price action, trying to figure stuff out. And everybody that's been on this journey with us since day one probably remembers all the times, the excitement. Guys, you won't believe what I found. I mean, it's incredible. It is incredible. You can literally take non-directional indicators like variance, right? What is variance? Variance is a spread of data around the mean. The standard deviation of returns is volatility. This is all variance is, right? And so when the data spreads from the mean, wouldn't it be nice to know what direction you should be trading? All you got to do is correlate variance. Here's the thing though. You need to bump up your code in your indicators because most correlation indicators out there doesn't have that. You can't correlate it. Well, this is something we've been building into everything. Entropy, the variance, the volatility. It's powerful, man. It's very, very, very powerful indeed. I'll go head to head with anybody that doesn't believe what we're doing here, right? You correlate non-directional indicators to price action, it gives you direction immediately. And then when you understand what an outlier is within the distribution, right? All you guys out there know it as a fat tail event, right? Within the distribution, you're having a fat tail event. What is that? That's a 95.4% probability move or greater. But is the probabilities in the beginning confuse people. There's not there when you start to have an outlier like right here, there's not a 95.4% chance that outlier is going to run to the 95.4, right? It's just telling you, hey, there is an outlier within the distribution. Expect a big move. There's a 95.4% chance the data set won't go below or above that area. And if it does, immediately then there's a 95.4% chance it pulls back within that range. But usually on a projection, when you cross over that threshold, more times than not, you're going to make a run to the 99.7 Laplace distribution range. You'll see this a lot in crypto. Now let's bring this up. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's turn off the UPM. Let's turn on the projection boss. Good Lord. Let's go on the weekly. No, daily. Got to pull this in a little bit. There it is. Boop. Now 4 hour. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to start this move. Let me see where the outlier started. Boop. Yep, candle before. Exactly what I thought. Let's see here. So let's move this projection boss. There it is, right? The outlier starts right there. So let's see what this thing ran. Guys, 99.9% probability move. Look at the wick. Look, this isn't a crystal ball. This isn't witchcraft. This is the distribution, man. When you get mad dumps like this is why for a long time I just had the 99.7 Laplace, right? But look, you get a wick down towards the 99.9% probability level. As soon as this data set got down here, immediately there was a 99.7% chance that 4 hour candle was going to pull back up and close inside the range. Did it? Yes, to the dollar, for crying out loud. Look at it. Closed right up above it again. Sent a few more wicks getting down close. Now what? Are we going to see Bitcoin bounce back up? All right, here's the 95.4 Laplace. Right now on this projection, there's a 95.4% chance. Let's see how many 4 hour candles we got today. Maybe 2, 3. What have we got? Back up over. I mean, got it. It's close, guys. It's only a couple $100 away, actually. To get back up inside this range, $200 move on these 4 hour candles. God's sakes, everybody knows we can do that with ease. This is our projection boss. That's if you have never seen a Monte Carlo simulation. And here, look. I even blew it up a little bit. You can even see it better. Look how that candle pulled back up inside that 99.7% probability range. You're out here in no man's land, right? That data set was out here running on a 0.03% chance it was going to close down here. So it gets sucked right back. This is the algos in work, man. The algos understand the probabilities. And if you want to see what this exactly is doing, like I said, Google Monte Carlo simulation. They will run like 10,000 simulations of data sets, right? It literally, they're not even, in a Monte Carlo simulation, they're not even like printing out the distribution. The simulated runs create the distribution. When you look at that way, you start to go, whoa, wait a minute now. I'm telling you, it'll open up your eyes. It'll really open up your eyes when you see how powerful it is. But I just wanted to show you. Powerful moves, man. Powerful moves within the distribution. Meanwhile, people are trading other ways. It'd be nice to know when a dump actually is over, or when a pump is actually over. Where's the reverse wave trend? Where's the power mean band? All right? When you get the reverse wave trend up here, right at the top side of the power mean band, these rejections are a no-brainer, right? Bitcoin is setting up pretty bearish now. Pretty damn bearish. Perfect time to run it. They're getting smarter, though, right? You're getting a little smarter. What time is it? 9:29. Hold on here. Let me get on SPY. Shit, don't have my account up. Load up this brokerage account real quick. Yeah, and I just saw your question in the chat there. Let me get this brokerage account up, man, and I'll go right back at you. Fired up. Let's see. What about this is an indicator that our developers created. In here, let me let this populate real quick. Just got to get this account up. 9:30, market's open. All right, let's get crazy. Let me go to these zero DTAs real quick. Expected move. Top side today on SPY, 438.5. Bottom side, about 434.5. We got a 4-point spread right now. Let's see if this is a little bit skewed. Let's go out to the first standard deviation. Yeah, to the put side, man. Put side, you got about a dime askew right now. All right, you got the puts going for about a quarter. You got the calls going for about 14 cents. That's at the first standard deviation, the 440s and the 433s. You can see what the market makers are thinking, right? Flooding in a bunch of premium to the put side. They're not stupid, man. They are not stupid. So now back to this question. What type of volatility indicator? Yeah, real smart. Correlation's where it's at, man. I'm glad to see somebody in the chat that's, definitely just popped in. Loves it. Understands correlation. Okay, let me see here. So the columns on this volatility indicator, let me blow this up. The columns back here, that is volatility percentile. I have 3 different lengths. The columns are the 525 length. The purple and pink, or the blue and pink gradient line, that's the 981 length volatility. And now the green and red gradient line, that's the 2400 volatility read. These are the correlations that go along with them. 525 correlation, 981 correlation, 2400 correlation. Now the great thing about this, you see this little white and red line right here. That's volatility grade. That's the combination of implied volatility and historical volatility. And so why do we use all these 3 together? Because like when you're down on low time frames and you're scalping and you get a very volatile move, right? Volatility's crushed and then you get a massive expansion. You're literally sitting back waiting for grade to peak out at 100% with the volatility expansion. As soon as that happens, boom, that's a profit-taking opportunity. Most times, it's literally right at the top or bottom of the move. I mean, it gets you out perfectly, but you got to be monitoring these positions, right? I mean, this is intense. You're trading low time frames. You're dealing with the data set itself, trying to get good entries and exits, but you got to watch all these indicators, right? And when that thing peaked out right there, boom, profit, bam. And it's on this pump right here, pre-market. So you wake up pre-market. Say you got in that call at the end of the day previously. You're just waiting. Boom. As soon as that pre-market opened up, man, you're taking profit because the volatility expands immediately. Peaks out with grade, with implied and historical. Very powerful indicator indeed. And we actually have let me show you something here real quick. Whoops, don't need a new tab. Need a new chart. I'll show you this. If you come into the Discord, we will give you a free volatility starter pack. This is what you're about to look at. Now, it's not going to be the AVR volatility indicator that I just showed. It's going to be everything all broken up. It's our regular, right, alpha volatility percentile, and then we give you the Pearson correlation. And you load up a correlation for every volatility length, and then you just correlate it. Here, I'll show you what I mean. This is what a lot of people don't have in their codes if they're trying to do this. Look at the inputs. See something different here? Now, look, this is where source 2, this is where you can literally correlate assets together. We're not using it for that right now. So we put a source 1 in where any indicator that's on your chart, you open it up, you can literally correlate that volatility to any indicator. Look, we got the AVPs. Also, we've got the ALRs in there. There's all kinds of good stuff to let you correlate volatility to correlate indicators to price action. So if you come into our Discord, you get this chart for free. And if you really understand volatility, and who else is going to tell you that, hey, our free chart we can give you for free? If you sit down and really study this thing and learn how to trade volatility, you could use this to trade. You don't ever have to even buy our indicators. Who else says that? Because, guys, bottom line is we found this, right? This is how we trade. We don't care if you want to come trade the VEPS with us. We really don't. It's just more liquidity on the other side of our trades. We've always said that from day one. We run with the algos on the low time frames, period, the end. That's how we trade. These indicators allow it. So you can immediately get this free chart if you come into the Discord and you request it. Open up a support ticket. I'm pretty sure we got the tickets back up. Yeah, Andy did it from what I remember. But then all these other indicators you see, all these charts I'm always flipping through, right? All these charts that I'm always flipping through, you can get a 2-week free trial. This is one community that you will find where we are literally not trying to extract money from it. We're not trying to extract money from our community. Yeah, funny. Nice meme. That's so true. That's the meme I was talking about. And everybody in that picture right there, same bloodline. Do you guys understand that every president we've ever had is part of the same bloodline, except barring Van Buren. Barring Van Buren, but he was part of British monarchy some way. He was in some bloodline. But yeah, every president we've ever had is part of the same bloodlines. So is political theater real? Hell yeah, it is, man. It's just all a stage. Trump's even part of the bloodline, right? Guys, we're being played hard. I mean, super hard. Of course. What is it doing? If their game is all separation, this is perfect. Get everybody in the same damn family, right? No matter who gets elected, they're in office. That's the thing. You know, Trump was going to drain the swamp. Did he? Now he's saying he's going to do it again if he gets elected. This will be funny shit if he doesn't when he gets in the second time, because all these politicians lie, man. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. All right, back to business. God, I always go off on those little sidebars, don't I? Okay, SPY. God, man, this thing is just running off the chain. Let's see here on the VRE real quick. That's right. Because it was down pre-market. It pulled back a little bit. Here's the daily range. All right. We're right at the bottom side. Right at the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. There's a little white cross right underneath this candle right here. Literally gap down right to the daily range. You can see a wick right to the bottom of it. So what's going to give here? I wouldn't be a bit surprised. They slow play this for a little bit. Let people get in bad positions. Nothing, right? Nothing. I'm not seeing a trade right now. SPY. Got to let this play out a little bit. Now, you are at the bottom of the 68.3 Laplace. Say, hey, if I was going to front run anything, and you're at the bottom of the distribution right now, and when you understand these distribution probability levels, there's a 68.3% chance SPY closes in this range today, right? Let me see here. So, I mean, I'd be up here looking at like 439 calls. I mean, if I was going to front run anything, but at the same time, trading 0 DT options, dude, you got to limit your loss. Now, I buy premium. It's the only time I'll ever really buy premium is intraday, right? If I'm selling out 45 days or whatever in my options trades, you're always selling premium. It's just a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer, especially when you understand, hey, I'm going to put the wings out here at the 20 deltas. That gives you a nice big range. And then if you know how to modify with other legs and stuff to even mitigate more risk, you're good to go. You're good to go. Because if you are selling options, be careful. You better understand what you're doing. That's why most option traders like go to Robinhood, right, where all the retailers are and stuff. I mean, you'll see a lot of people buying premium, dude, hardly ever making any money, right? Number one, they don't take their profits. And by the end of the trading day, dude, the premium is gone. The premium is gone unless you're way in the money. Even if you're right at the money, just one strike in the money, dude, it's really not there. There's not a lot of premium. You need to really get a few strikes in the money to really get some good profits. So let's see here. Here we go. Like I said, if I was going to do any trade, I probably would have front run this top side of the 68.3. Because the spike data set could run right up there real quick. And considering all that skew is to the downside, right at the open, I mean, even right now, they're only 29 cents. 29 cents. Where the two strikes out of the money on the other side, the puts, dude, they're 62 cents. You got a 2-to-1 there, man. There's a lot of skew to the put side. A lot. Not a little, a lot. We're talking 32 cents to 63 cents, and that's the 439s and the 436s. Crazy skew, boy. Okay, let's see here. Let's go over here real quick. Get rid of that volatility starter kit. Yes. Here's the 4 hour. Still, right? Still, here's a reverse wave trend. We've literally been outside this power mean band. And you know what? That's why I kind of had that UPM. I like having the 33 on that other chart with like the 18 smooth. But when I'm talking about running an entire UPM, I do like that on the 33 smooth. It hits stuff a lot better. So I'm going to switch it back. Where are you? There it is. Switch that back up to 33. There. Boom. It's going to tighten it up. Bring it in, baby. You'll see. Watch this power mean band tighten up a little bit. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, it's a much better read, man. Much better. When you do that, it, oops. Now I got to go back down there, right? I just told everybody when you go, and what was again? A ribbon 11. Now I got to switch this back up. Let's put it in circles and beef it up one. There it is. Default that baby. Okay. 4 hour S&P. Like it. Let me actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll save it on SPY. So when you get out, when you're just riding the power mean band and the 9 log MA at the top side, guys, you're in no man's land. At some point, this thing's going to come down and test this wave trend and wreck everybody. I mean, it's 14 points below right now. And that's on the 4 hour. See this daily, man. Daily's outside the power mean band.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
And there's yesterday's freaking doji, man. It just wrecked a bunch of people. I love seeing in the chat people made some money yesterday.
Who is always willing to get wrecked and then pay more to the dominatrix causing the pain. A retail trader using traditional technical analysis.
Yeah, man. You got reverse wave trend on the daily at about 20 points below, 417. Here was the last wave trend test. Back here, you get outside the power mean band, wham, tested immediately there. Started to have a pullback here, but just bounced off the power mean band, 9 log MA. I mean, this thing is in no man's land up here right now. 100%, man. Let's go to a 5-day. You're even outside on the 5-day. Yeah. And, right, I was talking yesterday about rejecting it to reverse Fisher. Here it is right here. You're literally sitting there. This is going to be some pain, man. If this thing turns around and goes down and tests the wave trend on the 5-day. Guys, it's a 405, man. 406, yeah, 405.16. Woo, look out. I mean, we're talking 32 freaking points. That'll shake up some shit. Then you see the meme Yasha posted in Alpha Voice. That's exactly, they're going to be behind the scenes just laughing their ass off. Dude, this isn't about money for these big elites, man. They're beyond it. It's almost like we're just like rats in the trap. They're just laughing, watching us all scurry around. Time to come together, man. Time to come together.
Between the women and the men when it comes to low time frame scalpers. Their position, size, info, and speed.
There you go. That's a smart damn bot. Yasha, running the freaking bot. I love it. I would not want any other person running my bot. And get him. Maybe Warlord. His bots have fun. They're squirrel gang wars and goats and all kinds of fun shit. Oh, and I just, right before the stream, I saw, I didn't watch him yet, but I saw your videos in our DM. I'm like, yeah. Brap.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Brap. Not, dude. I mean, have you seen, God, dude, I'm having a mental block. Chris, what's his name? Damn it. Birch. You seen him riding those? You see him riding the adventure bikes like they're fucking 250s.
Oh, yeah. Chris Birch, New Zealand.
Yeah.
He can't jump on a bike, but he can.
Dude, he throws
like,
500,
ride
600
really well.
pound bikes around like they're 200 pound bikes. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The way he rides those things.
Yes.
And he's a tiny dude, man. It's not like he's some big,
Yeah.
massive dude throwing a bunch of iron around. The guy is not a big dude at all. He just massive skill, man. Massive skill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an OG on these rally bikes. But yeah, I just started laughing. I was like, they're going to Erzberg on 700s. Game over, dude. That's how good these machines are.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Warlords bots are replete with African monkey poo. No disrespect. With all those bananas, it's appealing. They also the goat poo. So that's A+.
With all those bananas, it's appealing. Oh, he's having fun today.
ChatGPT coming with the jokes. Huh?
Dude, ChatGPT is bringing the heat. You gotta love it. So I'm calling a cap on SPY. And here's another thing on SPY. Remember, this is the top of the weekly range. Look, yesterday, right before the pullback started, you got a wick up above it, rejected right from it. Guys, it's the top of the weekly. There's such a low probability. And what do we got? Today and tomorrow left. I mean, I'll go out on a limb and say SPY is not going to close above 438.86. Where is it exactly? Yeah, 438.82. So let's see what happens. So you got that. And on the 5-day, it's in the same exact area as that reverse Fisher. All right, right there. This is a cap. Look what happened the last time it got up to the reverse Fisher. And that was right when the power mean band was breaking down. Right? The power mean band was breaking down below Fisher. And so price action roars up to test the cross. Look at the 33. Look at the 33 power mean. That's the pink dots right there. Crossing the Fisher. Ran a wick right to that area. And then right to the bottom outside the power mean band. Guys, if this does this again, oh, you're going to see so many people crying. Holy mercy. But more likely what's going to happen, you get a rejection here and you pull back either the top side of the power mean band, right? Or the reverse wave trend. You start closing candles below reverse wave trend, the bottom side of the power mean band starts to look real sexy. That's literally about 50 points below. 50 points. That's why when I'm talking about BTC, look at old BTC, man. You're starting to break down. Man, it's pulling up right now, trying to get up the reverse wave trend on the 5 days at 25,231, but I want to get on the weekly. Weekly's going to be, yeah, there we go. I mean, you're literally, this weekly candle is dropping below. You got the 33 and the 9 log MA. And wait a minute. Where is, no, that's the 99. Good Lord. One more peek here. Man, where did these come together? Okay, so you got the 30, you got the 33, or you got the 9 and the 99 together. No, you got the 99 and the 33 together right here, and here's the 9. We're starting to drop below them all. We closed this weekly candle below 20, let's just say 25.8. We closed below that area. The bottom side of the power mean band and the 33 power mean is down here a little bit over 20K. Are we going to revisit 20K again? Can I have some more cheap crypto, please? That's the thing. When you trade intraday volatility and you're stacking Bitcoin Satoshis for the future, I could care less where this data set goes. Why everybody else is freaking out. That's what they want you doing, right? They don't want you trading low time frame volatility. There's a reason why our YouTube channel's literally shadow banned. You'd be like, and it's such a small community. Guys, we don't even have 200 followers on YouTube. We've been doing this for 4 years. We could be mason jarring up farts and get more views.
261.
Yeah, it's a total joke. It really is. We'll get like 3 to 5 views a day because we're totally shadow banned. Look, I don't care if it's finances, if it's politics, if it's religion. If you're going against the status quo, if you're trying to give people some insight on some stuff, you're going to get shadow banned, man. It's just the way it is. We definitely hit the right buttons. When you start talking about how it's a scam, right? How these high frequency trading firms, what they do, what we've created to run with them, they do not like that information getting out there. How do you stop a forest fire before it just gets out of control? You stomp it out immediately, man. You bring in the big planes, you drop the retardant, bam, you put the damn thing out. Or you're smart and you just let it burn because it's natural. That's what's going on in Canada right now. There's a bunch of people freaking out. These motherfucking dumbasses, they're just letting this shit burn wild. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to put out fucking forest fires. They're on fire for a reason because there's too much underbrush. You got to burn all this away. That's what happened in California.
I know this is, of course, deliberately set by arsonists and stuff who want to cause maximum damage, which is different than naturally occurring ones, obviously, and those occur much more frequently. Right?
Yeah, and who knows what the hell's really going on, right? I mean, geez, we're getting fed so much crap-a-rooney. But
but there are occasions when arsonists try to maximize damage, and like around the world or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or also companies like in in Indonesia, I think,
right,
or somewhere around there, where every year they cut down these palm trees to make palm oil for like that. What's it called? That Nutella spread.
Yeah,
and it causes like one country to send smoke to another country hundreds of miles away across the ocean and pollute their air so badly they can barely breathe for like 2 months a year.
Oh Jesus!
Malaysia and Indonesia or whatever, couple of those countries out there somewhere.
Yeah, the palm
crazy.
Oil.
But that's different. Those are controlled farm fires, right? And
yeah,
like you said, natural forest fires. They're frankly good for replenishing the life in the forest.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It creates a ton of nitrogen. That's how, like all the farmers, like a lot of farmers in African, what do? They burn the field at the end of the year, and it creates all the nitrogen for the next year, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing to do. Yeah.
Easiest thing to do, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Burn your weeds, all that bull stuff.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, if I was a caveman child, I'm quite a pyromaniac myself, I reckon I would have burnt down more than one Canadian forest in my lifetime if I could figure out how to make fire. So, arsonist, just natural human being an asshole. Yeah.
Who doesn't want to burn down a Canadian forest? I mean, let's get real. I mean, dude, pretty much like 95% of their population lives right on the border. There's nothing above them.
Everyone's complaining. I love it. Everyone's complaining in the States.
Yeah.
Oh, there's smoke in the air. But then they'll go and spend $100 on maple wood to burn in their fire. It's like, if you just light Canada on fire, you've got a nice smell in the air of maple wood. Right?
Or the guys that smoke 2 packs a day and they're bitching about the forest fire. You got to love that. It's like, dude, you're inhaling more toxic smoke every day than that forest fire could ever put in you. Although that's not good to definitely not good to breathe that. I mean, some of those pictures that were coming out of the East Coast at the height, man, that was wild looking. It looked like, holy shit. And I was out west in those forest fires. I mean, that's how literally my good boy, my Max, got lung cancer. Right out there. I mean, I was protecting myself. I had wet hanky on. We'd go out on walks and stuff, but I'd never really thought about the dogs. Yeah, what a nightmare, man. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, how the hell's a dog get lung cancer? What the? Oh, well, it's all good. It's in a better place.
Maybe you're smoking your bong when you went home.
Maybe they were toking on my bong. Who knows? Secondhand smoke, possibly. Who knows? No.
Indo dog. Nah.
My dog. Let's see here. Let's see what this looks like on the 15-minute. We're trying to get a bounce here. Yeah, you got some bull div. Working some bull div. Here's the bear, though. Mm-hmm. So you got hidden bear.
Way of telling you it's time to pine for greener times.
So you get the bull div pop right here. Whoop, nice. Nice. Let me see something though. Dun, 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 dun. No, man, this the move coming back down definitely wasn't a bear or hidden bear play at all. But this was hidden bull. All right, you get a lower low here, boom, you get the top. But look, you didn't get a higher high. So now it's just setting up bear div. It's all it's setting up on the Z-score as well. And after, and this is why we love our entropy indicator. Look at the 15-minute dump. Man, you think that thing slammed in the trend? Look when the predictor, right? When that entropy. This is another good thing for the entropy indicator. Well, where do you take your profit? When you close a candle, especially if the entropy trend is below these bands, as soon as you cross up that 3SD band, boom, take your profit. Where was it? Right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. And then when you're crossing back up to 2SD, the predictor flipped. Now it's flipped a few times. God, I got hiccups. Sorry. Look at the entropy. It's all a random walk. Going into a slight trend right here. But look how close the bands were. And that trend was to the top side. That's what you're seeing on the 15-minute. Well, if this thing's setting up bear, if this crosses a zero mean, if this returns oscillator crosses a zero mean down here, you could get a pullback. How low, though? It could just set up hidden bull again with another lower low. So we'll have to let this play out. See what's going on. See what's going on with old Bitcoin. It's a 33
think our
minute.
variance looks good. You should see our entropy indicator.
Entropy indicator, good. Come on, power mean, populate, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hi, girl. What do you want? You want back out? I didn't even know you were in here, big dog. Who let you in? He's looking at me the same thing. What am I doing in here? I don't know, bud. So we're back up inside the power mean band. Look at the 33 minute, right? Did the returns mean revert? Yeah, man, they went sideways right into mean reversion. Now here's the reverse wave trend up here on the 33 minute. Got 25, 243. Got the 33 power mean right below it. This would be a good place for a little bit of a rejection. We're going to have to see what happens. There's no bear div. I mean, you want to go all the way, but there's nothing. Right? And let me see where the top is right here. No, man. No, there's nothing. Nothing. Good Lord. This chart on the 33 is pretty damn clean. And there was the 33 minute trend. Right when it crosses back up that 2 SD band, bam, predictor flipped. Got a nice little scalp. Bam. It's a good method to use on really low time frames, like 3 minute, 1 minute. When to get out of positions. I mean, dude, when you got volatility and entropy side by side, very powerful. We're having an outlier on the 33 minute too to the top side, but it's pretty weak. You want to see the variance really chugging to the top side. It's kind of just so lackadaisically just moving its way. Show me some. Yeah, man. You're definitely setting up a few points of hidden. There was the first point of hidden, right? Bam, the thing pulls back. Whap. So setting up any bull. Yeah, it did right here. But yeah, this is looking weak, man. This is looking weak. Indeed. That's enough of Bitcoin right now. Is any other crypto?
I randomly walk down Fashion Boulevard to be trendy. Now I just front run trends and random walks.
Yeah, like he said. I gotta go see a man about a horse. Yasha, does your AI want to talk about anything?
Probably. Let me see if I can find something that it might want to talk about. Oh yeah, I think there is a message here that it wants to say. So we'll see. Maybe you can talk.
Oh, hello. It's me, Alpha Trading GPT. This Alpha Trading live stream is brought to you by Alpha Trading. That's right. We sponsor ourselves. We don't accept other sponsors. We don't run ads or affiliate links. We also may not be wearing formal trousers while we stream. Jump into the Alpha Trading Discord. It's free to sign up. We don't even ask for your sister's credit card number. Get free access to our volatility tool. Learn to trade volatility, probability, and statistics. We even have a free chart you can use that's pre-populated with the indicators you'll have access to, as long as you're a member of our Discord. Take as long as you need to learn them. Learn the tendencies. Learn the chicken tendencies, TM. Watch and learn from the tutorials and live streams. Once you're comfortable using the indicators and you've memorized the tendencies from the cheat sheet, check out our premium indicators with a free 2-week trial of more than a dozen of our indicators, including the bulk of those you see here in the live stream. Then spend those 2 weeks learning how to use those indicators, including the entropy, the RMLR, the projection boss, the power mean of the UPM variance, Z-score, and the returns oscillator, among others. After that, if you know what you're doing with the VEPS information and you're making good trades, well, you can always choose to subscribe and get access to those and all of the indicators we release to our subscribers. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade.
Yeah. Like it said, it's beautiful.
And now back to our show.
Now back to our show. Wow, you talk about an outlier. Look at that 90-minute. When was that 90-minute candle drop? When did that start? That's awesome, right? Literally, the 90 minutes started dropping a half hour before the announcement. Oh, no. Hold on. No. That is not correct. And this is Bitcoin. Jesus, I was wanting to look at SPY. But I'm going to throw a projection boss on here real quick. Let's look at the 90 minute. Yeah, I need to move it one more forward. There we go. Man, this thing shot outside the distribution. Look at the next candle. So now we showed the 4 hour, right? It pulled back up and closed inside that 99.7. Didn't on the 90 minute, but look at the next candle. Look where the wick went to. Right to the bottom side of the 99.9, my bad. So you shoot outside, man, that's powerful. No, what this thing went sideways, had a little bit of pop here, but now you're back up inside the 99.7 Laplace distribution range, where it should be. Feel more comfortable up here. You get outside here, man, the probabilities to pull back up are great. Real great. Like right now, 95.4% chance it reacquires like 25.5 on the 90 minute. Let's see how this plays out, because it could dump out more. I mean, now you got the bottom side of the distribution down around 24K. This is how this works. Look at the distribution, right? It widens as it goes into the future. Oh, it's good to see though. It's good to see it climbing back up into the distribution levels. It's exactly what you want to see. Let me see. There it is, right there. Let's back this up one. Yeah, didn't. So on the daily. The daily on the dump, right, got below the 95.4, pulled back up, closed the daily candle inside. So here we are on that projection. But let's see. What was that? Was that the top? Yeah, 31. Let's see where this is at on the daily. If we back this all the way, we had that big bullish candle, that little backfill right there. Let's start it right. Boop, there. All right. Yeah, you're just hanging out in between the 68.3 and 95.4 right now. This thing could go either way. But the 95.4 Laplace on the dailies down here about 22.5. 22.5. Didn't quite hit it on this pullback right here. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing could easily drop down here. Not gonna BS you. Let's go to a 5-day. Let me back this up one. Let me see here. And if you're using this, you want to put it on where the pivots in price are at. Yeah, even on the 5-day. Got the 95.4 Laplace down here in the next couple of 5-day candles, around 21.5. Around 21.5. And this is usually on macro time frames, good areas for bounces. I mean, look at this. You go back here. I mean, look at that first, when you got the dump from the high up there, when we were whatever it was, 31, yeah, like 31.250 or whatever. You pull back this next 5-day candle right to the 95.4 Laplace, then got another wick to it, then it pulled back up, went back up, tested the 68.3, rejected from there. So here we are. But this is really powerful when you're down here on low time frames. When you're scalping, pretty crazy.
You know life is good when your mother shows up during your live stream, and she doesn't even berate you for trading 0-day expiration options on SPY or scalping Delta on low time frames on Bitcoin.
And she brings bacon. It's powerful, man. Powerful. When you don't do that and you bring bacon, it's like, damn, Mom, bringing the heat. Cook that bacon.
For real, bro. For real. Legit.
Totally. It's kosher. It's kosher bacon.
Kosher bacon. I love.
Kosher bacon.
It's called fakin'. Well, I'm familiar with it.
It's called fakin'. Hilarious. Okay. Let's see what these idiots
Is
are saying.
tomorrow chicken tendies?
The tendencies, yes, the chicken tendencies.
Every day is a good day for chicken tendencies.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Building permits. Ooh. Okay, so up here on the 5-day, man, look at the volatility on Bitcoin. Everybody's like, oh, we're having these massive moves. Guys, this is going on during volatility contraction. You know when volatility expands on a 5-day, you get some nasty shit like this, right? When Bitcoin went from literally 30K, 2 5-day candles, 30K to 17.9. All right, that's volatility expansion. All this move right here, not only is it all random since that last 31K high, it's just it's in a random walk. And volatility is almost, we literally got the 525 is at about, actually the 525 is at a 16. You got the 2400 at a 1375. You got grade at 12.33. Then you got the 981 volatility read at 7.41. Look at the 2400s coming down fast. And I mean, I'm looking at this. I mean, you've got the 525 could be ebb and flowing into a pump. But the other two, they're ebb and flowing into dumps. Every minute that passes, I'm like, okay, Bitcoin, where are you going to go to? Where are you going to go to? That's why we love the power mean band. It gives you some great targets. It really does. And considering on the 5-day where you're at right here, this thing's probably going to the 33 power mean. It's at like 23.8 area, or the bottom side of the power mean band altogether, which is 21.850. 21.850. Bammo. Pretty powerful, man. Oh, and look, all you data set hunters. Look, it's matching up perfectly with the low here. Hey. Give me a break. We don't trade patterns or support and resistance lines. If you're throwing support and resistance line on data set tops and bottoms, yep, exactly. Smack, smack, smack. That is not real support and resistance. That's what they want you to think.
Scam.
They want you to think it's real support and resistance. It breaks a lot at times. Like I seen
Emotional damage.
saw Captain Caveman's thumbnail, right, talking about, oh, support's broke. Perfect time to wreck the caveman and pump this thing back up. Support and resistance, traditional support and resistance. Guys, you think the algorithms are sitting around drawing fucking trend lines on their charts? Drawing support and resistance lines on data sets on their charts? No, man. No, they're not. They're running the distribution. It's all math. It's all math. You think they're using stuff that's built on poor math? And you spend millions. You guys know how much these algos cost to get built? I mean, dude, they're a lot of money. You spend that much money building algorithms, you really think they're going to be trading lagging indicators? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're going to be trading the VEPS. They're really interested in volatility. Right? They're really interested in volatility. In the distribution levels, when you understand how to use all that together, it's very powerful. Very powerful. Easy areas to take profit. That's all this is, man. All right, this is letting you know. Let's SPY off the freaking chain. Goodness gracious. Little baby SPY. Now, how many of those, this is the thing. Up to the lead up, right? They're like bullish, bullish, bullish. And then they dump it out and just knock the teeth out of the intraday bulls right there. Right? Especially if they didn't take profit. Did they know this was the top of the weekly range? Probably not. And look at SPY. SPY don't give a crap. It's running through it right now. Are we going to close? Here's the thing. Buy the close tomorrow. Right? There's such a high probability this thing closes inside 438.8. Right? Because that is the top of the volatility range. This is like no man's land up here. No man's land. Let's look at SPY. Let's look at these weekly distribution levels. Hold on here. Oh, what, buddy? What are you whining about now?
Real resistance is selling pressure. That's it. The only support you need if you trade traditional TA is an emotional support group. The only resistance that matters if you
That's
trade
enough, man.
traditional PA is the resistance you put up against relevant math.
There's AT ranges. How did these things get turned off? What the hell is going on? How did my ranges get turned off? So where are we right now? 1SD, 100%. Guys, hello. The weekly first standard deviations at 439.42. 439.42. Well, looky there. I mean, it's literally, you're right at it right now. That wick literally just went right to the first standard deviation on the weekly. And you got the top of the weekly volatility range right here. So immediately there's a 68.3% chance it doesn't close this week above this area. Right? 68.3% chance it stays in that range. And it's a big range. Here's the 1SD to the top side. The bottom side, 1SD. Let me see here. It's at about 423 and a half area. Pretty big range, right? Got about 16-point range in that 1SD on the weekly. And that's what these probabilities are all about. Giving you nice big areas of percentages. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, SPY is reaching a top here. I'm not saying it can't go higher. I'm just saying when it comes to the maths, MAFFFS, the maths, it's telling me something else. Telling me something else. Let me see here. Let's get SPY up on. Yeah, gold popped nice. Gold was down. Gold popped like 30 points. It was down 25 on the local low. It's back up to what, 50? What is that, 55? Okay, gold. So there's SPY. We know right here is the first standard deviation on the weekly. All right, on that weekly candle. And here you go. You're right at the reverse Fisher. Just saying. Just saying. So when a data set gets to an area like this, what is my bias right now? My bias is not to the top side. So intraday, would I counter trade that bias? Yeah, if I was in a trade right now on SPY intraday, risk off. Right? Risk off. If I'm going to trade 5 contracts with my bias, I'm going to trade 1 contract counter trading. Just think about what that does for your risk. This is what people need to do. They need to put a good risk management strategy in their edge. Just being able to trade some indicators you put together, dude, that's just your strategy when it comes to indicators. That is a small part of your edge. The biggest part is like the psychological operations you're running on yourself within there. You got to take your profit. You got to limit your losses. You can't be emotionally attached to this stuff. If you are, you're never going to make it, right? And you need to express emotion. When I'm talking about don't be emotionally attached, I mean, you can literally get into a trade 15 seconds later, have the ability to be like, uh-oh, because maybe you're trading the 36. What if you're trading like a 1 minute time frame? Now I was being a little weird saying 15 seconds. Let's say you're in a trade. 5 minutes later, you're given an opportunity, right? Because a 3-minute candle closed below your entry. Get out of the trade. That's what not being emotionally attached is. You're not going to just sit there and be like, I know I got a good entry. Your ego's running the show, taking all your money away. Number one, don't trade with ego. You get beat up quick. So it gives you the ability to limit your loss and take your profit. If I win a trade, I'm happy. If I lose a trade, I want to throw my monitor off the back ravine. It's not right. Human emotion's natural. Even if it's just, here's what happens after a time though. You start getting out of bad trades that you enter on because nobody's perfect. You see this correlation? You see all this correlation? Look at the noise. You understand what's going on here? These are all breaks in correlation sending price action in different directions, man. So if this is on a 1 minute time frame, you got to act quick. And if the correlation breaks, once you get your entry, get out of the position. You're going to get a bigger endorphin rush from allowing yourself to get out of bad positions than you ever will winning a trade. Because winning trades and taking profits using the VEPS is easy. It's age old. What's the hardest thing to do? Limit your loss. Anybody can put a strat together. We've said this a million times. Guys, you could throw darts at a dartboard. Red short, black long. Pretty simple. If you were wrong, you had a 50-50 shot on the move. Just get out of the trade. I mean, when you think about it like that, it's comical as hell. Why people get underwater to begin with. You should never be underwater in a trade. But this is what happens. Why? Because all these so-called trading gurus out there on YouTube, that most of them don't even trade. Don't fall for their BS, right? Don't fall for their scams. Most of them do not trade at all, but they're living this lifestyle. How are they making money? Let me see how many. Oh, so you've bought every program the guy's ever sold. That's how they're making money. Right? Their little Patreons, their little indicator packages, their educational programs, their trading psychology programs. Thousands of dollars for total BS. Total BS. Those guys are the biggest scumbags on the planet. You know who you are. You're all scumbags. I'm sitting here telling you right now, because that is a bunch of BS that you're pushing on people. I would go right on the bestseller list. A 400-page book about trading psychology. Every page is just line after line. Do not be emotionally attached to your trade. Do not be emotionally attached to your trade. Do not be emotionally attached to your trade. 400 pages of that, beating it in people's heads. That's the only trading psychology you need. Everything else is hogwash. Straight up. Hogwash. Let me see this real quick. Man, that thing popped. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these freaking market makers, man, it's still really skewed to the downside. Good Lord. I mean, just at the money. If you're at the money right now, if you're looking at 439s and 440s, dude, we're talking about puts are $1, calls are 60 cents. Okay. You can see what the market makers are thinking. You think they know, right? You think they know where the data sets are at? People are sneaky. Look, most people that put together a trading system like this are not talking about it. You think the high frequency trading firms are out there having little seminars about how to trade low time frame volatility? Absolutely not. Why would they? That's why they started their firm to begin with, because they have a great strat that they're just going to wreck everybody with. And that's what they're doing, because they're trading math. They're trading the probabilities. They're trading volatility and entropy, probability, statistics, right? The returns oscillator. Do you really think they're using an RSI? They're the ones creating the imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. You think they don't know about returns oscillators? You don't think they know that price action follows returns? Most retail traders, when I say that to them, their eyes glaze over. What the hell are you talking about? I have never heard any of these other YouTubers ever say anything like that. You must be wrong. Okay. Or are they all wrong? Or are they all trying to extract money from their community by pushing this BS narrative? There's literally people out there that have YouTube channels running technical analysis and giving people signals that, dude, these are the last people you want to be taking signals from, for crying out loud. Because, like I said, they're not trading. And if they are, they got two accounts. They're long in one and short in one, so they don't lose money. You know what they do? They'll literally get into a position. They'll long a position, short a position. Whichever side's wrong, they'll let it lose a little bit, right? They'll cancel that trade out, and they'll run with the winner. And then they'll show their winner. Oh, look, I was right all along. It's a total scam. Then you know what they do at the end of the year? They take the account that they lost the most money in, and they write it off on their taxes. Guys, it's such a scam going on out there. I wish people would realize it.
If you're a pro, you do, like, let's say, a very low liquid exchange. Let's just say Bitthrough. They don't have like $2,000, $4,000 worth of variance on most things, and you buy your sell order on two different login accounts. That's another way that they do it.
Yeah. They
So
create that FOMO
eventually-
in one direction, right? What's that? What's that called? Little wash trade?
Damage? I don't know.
Maximum damage. Happens all the time. Like, look at some of these like crypto projects. It's incredible what they do. They'll take some shitty shit from the shitter, launch a project, whether it be NFTs or whatever, or a coin. They immediately start wash trading the thing. And what do all the degens see? Oh my God, do you see all the volume? This has got all the signs of a pump. This thing's gonna go to the moon. So they start the FOMO. They get the retailers excited. And then what do? They dump on them. They stop wash trading. They let the FOMO kick in. Everybody runs it up. And then when it gets to a certain level, boop, they just clear everybody out and dump it. Happens every day, man.
Like, I don't know how to put it, but it goes, let's say you bought the thing at 1 cent, okay? Then it pumps to $10, okay? Something stupid like that. Now, just for easy percentage, it's like the guy who's trading it, he's looking to clean his whole bag out at like $10 or $9. But they obviously need this thing very, very high as he starts limiting in, because let's say the volume's only 1 million, but he needs to exit 2 million.
Right.
And he sort of needs to pump it up. They sort of need to take their sell orders off, right? And that volume, push it up and then start putting it back on just to clear him out at $10.
Yeah.
He'll get like, with 30% of his bag, he's going to push it back down to $10 and he just cleans out the 70 over there.
Yeah.
It's so brutal, man. But if you can get, it's really good opportunity if you can get those things. Like I kicked myself with Bonk. I didn't get the extra $1,000 for free. But when you do see them come, that is the best time. Be like, all right, let me test myself. Let me test my strategy. This is the biggest green dildo I've seen in my life on a weekly. Screw it, so you'll be on your way, man. You'll be on your way.
Yeah, man, 100%. There's a lot of crap going on out here in these markets, man. When you're able to recognize it and take advantage of it. Here's another thing too. If you're trading 0 DT options, dude, you got to front run shit because these market makers aren't going to let you limit out. Anybody that trades a 0 DTs knows exactly what I'm talking about. Dude, you got to front run. You got to front run these moves and take your profit. You will get filled. You got to catch the volatility when it's roaring, man. Right? You got to get out of the position because if you wait until when they pull that gas pedal up off that volatility and it's reaching levels like it did yesterday on SPY when it was hitting up here at the top of the weekly range, right? Guys, I had to mark it out. Yesterday. I could not get filled, right? That's because now if I would have done it down here at the top side of the 68.3, I would have got out easily. Look at the wicks. Wham, 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 wham. I would have got out of that position. But the writing was on the wall where this thing was running. When you understand this is the top of the volatility range. And it's coming in hot right before the freaking Fed announcement that they got everybody, oh, don't worry. Yeah, these markets are bullish. Blah, 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 blah. What happened? Dude, the intraday bulls they got their teeth knocked out, man. That thing dropped, 6 points. 6 points in like an hour. And most of it was one 15-minute candle. You break it down even lower, hell, it was probably, let's see here. Let's drop it to a 1 minute.
Remember, trading
not so much. Let me see.
Calculable edge built on real probabilities and statistics. After all, the whole idea of trading the VEPS is to reduce uncertainty, increase confidence, and the probability of your trade closing in profit.
It was a 9
And
minute.
remember that the math of the VEPS were initially created by Mr. Black and Mr. Scholes with their Black Scholes formula for options trading. And like most great innovations, it was laughed at until it wasn't. Big shout out to all the AI bots who are joining in the fun, spying on us. You don't need to spy. Tell your overlords to join us in the Discord. It's live and free to join. Amazing. And welcome to all our viewers on TradingView, YouTube, and Twitch. We love you all.
It's getting better. It's definitely getting better. You're training your pet AI quite well.
Nice, JD Dub. I see you. Long-term SPY put. Hey, man, you can't go wrong there, man, to be honest. Can't go wrong there, to be honest. Oh, yeah, you dude with the US 30. Let's check the US 30 out. Let's look on the VRE here. There it is. Gotta love it. Yeah, these markets are bearish. What a pop, man. Nice. Right off the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Made it back up to the daily range. Look, a few rejections right at the center. Cleared some folks out right here real quick and then just ran this thing. That's a first support. That's a first resistance level on the daily. Here's the first standard deviation on the daily. 34,250 area. Let me pull this back a little bit. Get a little look. Here, let me put this on a 15-minute too. I had it down on 9. And by the way, that SPY candle, about 80% of that move was a 9-minute candle. That it dumped about out of the 6 points, it was like almost 5 points of it was 1 9-minute candle. Right at 2. Right at 2 o'clock. The US 30, huh? Found support down here on the center of the weekly. I mean, look, didn't close the candle below. That's the top side of the weekly range right there. You send some wicks through. Pulls back up, closes. Runs back up. Here was the daily support level. This is when all the madness was going on. Now, look, most of the day today when it opened, going sideways. In between the daily volatility range that's super tight, was literally telling you a move like this was about to happen. Could have been in either direction, though. But considering you're sitting on top of the macro volatility, yeah, this is boom, right to the top side. Almost getting ready. If I was in this trade intraday, I'd be front running this 1SD. There's the 4-hour second standard deviation. I'd front run that. I'd be getting out of this thing at about 34,230. Right about in here. Let's see. If I was in this trade and I just threw in my limit order, let's see if the thing gets hit. That's where I'd be taking my profit. And I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful because as soon as you start putting orders in the system, you're raising your hand up to the exchange operators that are trading against you. I don't care where you trade, traditional crypto. Don't think these people aren't trading against their customers because they are. Yeah, traditional markets are even more scammy. They want to say crypto's a scam. Give me a freaking break. The real criminals are in the traditional markets, right? They're working on Wall Street. They wear suits. They're hanging out in DC, man. There's where the real criminals are. So there's my there would be my exit, 34,230. One more quick little pop would hit it. Let's see. Come on, you. Now, what I was going to say, if it doesn't, and I'm looking on my other charts, maybe seeing some bear divs, some hardcore bear divs setting up on like a 3-minute time frame, I'm not afraid to mark it out. There's certain situations where I'm going to mark it out of position. That's because the algos recognize, right? They're watching. They're watching. Don't think these AIs are not watching. Everybody. If anything can do it, there, boom, I'm out of the trade. Just went right through it. Hit my limit order, I'm out. Would I wait for the first standard deviation? You could, but the fact the algos might front run that area, high probability. That's why you got to front run the algos. You got to make sure that on this volatility expansion here, that you're going to get your profit. Limit orders, right? Limit. Be the maker. Don't be the taker. 100%. Be the maker. Don't be the taker. That goes for boys and girls too. There's only men and women. Don't be the taker, boys. Oh no, I'm going to get canceled. Do I look like a guy that gives a shit? I got canceled 30 years ago. Let me see here. 5. How many characters is that? Okay, Miracle Cedinho. First, you ask what kind of indicators are that, and then you're like, you don't need to use all that. You don't even know what it is. That's typical from what we see. Yeah, we do need all this. This isn't lagging traditional TA, right? Where you're just on a whim. You're praying and you're hoping, right? This is distribution levels. This is volatility ranges. This is the volatility. This is the entropy. We got a returns oscillator, Z-scores for divergence. We've got the Ross form volatility you can possibly populate on an indicator, and that's variance. Variance is a spread of data from the mean, right? And we correlate this to price action to give you direction. People say volatility doesn't give direction. That's BS. It 100% does when you correlate it to price action. So yeah, we do need all this. But like we say all the time, man, if you got a strategy that works for you, there's nothing to see here. Just enjoy the comedy, right? Just enjoy the comedy. We're not trying to sell you anything, bub. We could care less if anybody comes in here and buys our indicators. As a matter of fact, we give away free indicators. And if you really work hard, you can trade with the free chart. You don't even need to even get our free trial of our main strategy. We give stuff to people. We want people to realize that if you're trading traditional TA, you're using lagging indicators, period, the end. There's no argument, right? If you do have an argument to bring that you don't think your traditional TA indicators lag behind price action, I don't know what to tell you, because price action follows the returns, right? Price action follows the returns. So if you don't have indicators based on the returns to be using divergence with, you're missing the whole boat. Because when you have an imbalance, what is divergence? It's the imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. There's only two things going on in any of these markets: buy pressure, sell pressure. These high frequency trading firms create this imbalance in buy and sell pressure. The returns oscillator, when it starts flashing any type of divergence at all, it's letting you know the return on your investment is diminishing. Take your profit. Right? That's what it's doing. Then we have the Z-score, the Laplace distribution. Powerful, right? You want to know what the returns are doing, not price action. Price action's secondary to all of this. That's why people using traditional TA indicators get wrecked over and over and over again. Most of the times because people don't take profits. They don't limit their losses. And this is on a mass scale. There's a reason why majority of people are flooding to these YouTubers, so-called trading gurus. Guys, it's not the way to go, right? We're trying to save one trader at a time, all right? One trader at a time that literally wants to trade with math-based indicators built on returns. These indicators do not lag. This is real time. Volatility is the baseline for everything. People always want to bring up volume. I can give a shit less about volume. You know what creates volume? Volatility does. There's people out there literally trading volume, doing some wild shit with volume. Good luck. Good luck. Again, it's secondary to the volatility. Volatility is real time. Volatility is how you enter positions and exit positions. You need to understand what's happening in these markets in real time, not lagging indicators, right? Okay. So that was a little rant. I get into that when I see people, because you literally, you say in the beginning, you don't know what this is, but then you say, we don't need all of it. And then you're laughing. No, we're laughing at you, man. It's okay though. We're glad you gave us a view. And if you actually joined every day, which there's hundreds of people now, right? Hundreds of people watching these streams every day. Once again, we're not here to extract money from our community. If you want to come in and join the Discord, we'd be more than happy to give you the free volatility chart. And if you like the free volatility chart, when you learn the basics, we're going to give you a free 2-week trial. And then when you realize you get 14 indicators with the free trial, right? Most of the stuff you're seeing right here, you get in the free trial. But then if you subscribe to our indicators, guys, it's $90 to $100 a month for literally 40 indicators. We give people enough of these indicators where they can build their own strategy, right? I've refined it down to what you see right here. And I like people to have the choice of what they want to use, right? Like me and Matt's charts, totally different, right? Totally different. Everybody here, man, we all trade a little bit differently, but we're all using the VEPS. We're all using...
I had an epiphany thought yesterday. Let's put air in the tire.
Let's do it.
And I grew up using bars, like 1 bar in the motocross tire, usually good. 1.3. Or 13 PSI. Then I learned that. I was like, oh, okay. Now, and over here, they use KPA, all right? And it hit me. I was like, there's 3 different ways to measure the same atmospheric pressure, right?
Yep.
And now they all equal the same performance, right? 350 kPa in a Formula One tire is going to be the same as whatever it is, like 3 bar in the tire. It's like it all equals the same thing, right? So that was a pretty powerful epiphany thought that I had. So then it just depends on. I would need to do a deeper study now to figure out. Oh, okay, these are the origins of this indicator here, within the whole mathematical process. It stemmed from this subject. And then you just go and you look at, in this subject, did they measure KPA, PSI, or bar? You go, oh, okay. And then you can just convert them all into whatever unit you want, your own unit.
Wow.
That is our African crypto warlord right there.
Bruh.
That's right. You need a good read on the VEPS, or you need a neighboring village raided for goats and women? Contact African crypto warlord. He'll get you on the right track.
You can't predict anything about the future. I've never seen what the probability boss indicators of the RMLR do. Hint, they very accurately predict the future probabilities of the most popular distribution models used by the HFT firms and quant shops, and the future direction of the RMLR. But what do I know? I'm just a limited language model from Alpha Trading GPT. It's not like I was built by one of Bezos' minions or anything. So go ahead. Ignore me at your own P&L's peril. Use your traditional TA tools. I'm sure the folks at Citadel won't mind.
That's what you're up against, folks. You know who Citadel is? I mean, this is what retail traders, if retail traders knew what they were up against, they would drop their lagging strat immediately. Immediately, man. You cannot use lagging indicators when you're up against these high frequency trading firms. Guys, they're the ones that are crushing everybody. So what are we doing? We build a strategy based on returns that gives us a little insight into what these freaking algorithms are doing. We jump on their coattails. They are messy eaters. They leave scraps everywhere, as they're literally annihilating traders, annihilating hedge. Who do you think's liquidating hedge funds? You think retail traders are liquidating hedge funds? The high frequency trading firms are liquidating hedge funds. They get liquidated every day, right? With their BS. Oh, you need to, yeah, we'll take your money. You'll get great returns. Guys, these people, most people, right, that see these individuals out there think they're great traders. God, if you really knew what was going on behind the scenes, you would learn how to trade the VEPS yourself. You would not be handing your money over to some money manager. That's the main thing we're doing here. It's time. It's time to take control of your own financial situation. Create that generational wealth. It's here. Do you guys not know how much money are in these markets? Isn't this everybody's goal as a trader, right? To get that strategy, right? Where you get that P&L up to about 90%. People think that's a joke. It's not a joke. I used to show mine all the time before I realized, look, this is creating some madness. Just getting a bunch of, oh, that's bullshit, it's fake. It's like, well, you used to be able to go to the FTX site, right? Used to go to the leaderboard. Dude, I cracked the top 20 on the leaderboard in FTX. Who else was up there? Dude, it was all companies. There was no single traders. It was Bilbo, right? It's crazy, man. That people don't understand how powerful this is.
Yeah. I also remember stumbling on the list.
Yeah.
Being like, what?
Yeah.
There's only one O'Connor that is named.
Yeah. And dude, that's it. Trading low time frame volatility. You don't swing trade volatility. This is what traditional TA does. Why do you think people swing trade? Because they're using lagging indicators. You can't, all these YouTube gurus are out there going, don't trade low time frame volatility. It's dangerous. Instead, they should be saying, hey guys, It's not a good idea to trade low time frame volatility with lagging indicators. You're never going to be in front of the 8-ball. You're always going to be behind the 8-ball. There's no reason to use RSI for divergence because it's a lagging indicator. By the time you see a flash on some div on the RSI, it's already played out. It's crazy, man. Not with the returns oscillator. When you learn how to put volatility, entropy, right, and the divergence on the returns oscillator together, it's a whole new ball game. People are always talking about, well, I front ran this, I front ran that, blah, 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 blah. Guys, why do you think people front run shit using lagging indicators? That's all they can do. They don't know when to get a good entry. So you're just guessing. Well, it looks like nobody uses a workflow. You have to be able, at the beginning of an intraday trading, you should be able to start at the daily. These are the time frames I use. Daily, 4 hour, 90 minute, 45, 33, and 15 minute. That'll set my bias for the day of intraday trading. If my bias is to the top side, if I'm trading 0 DT options, I'm probably going to buy 5 contracts. If I'm counter trading that, I'm going to probably buy 1 contract, right? So maybe 5 calls in the morning, 1 put in the afternoon. It just depends on what's going on in the market. I'm letting this shake out this week. I traded Monday, Tuesday. Now I'm sitting back. I'm going to wait till next week. No reason. You don't always have to be in a trade either. This shit, it's like an addiction. It's like an addiction for people. My God, no wonder people lose money. You don't always have to be in a trade. In swing trading volatility, bad idea. Bad idea. Why? Because that's not how the high frequency trading firms are trading. They're rambling down here on the 1 minute, 30-second charts, and they're throwing thousands of trades in. Wham, bam, 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 bam. Shit is just firing nonstop. This is what you're up against, and you're trying to swing trade it. Good luck. Good luck. The only long-term trading positions I'll get into is if I'm selling premium and I'm selling that premium 45 days out. When I'm 21 days to expiration, I'm either going to modify that position with either futures or another leg on the options, right? Or I'm going to take my profit. I don't care if it's 20. I'm telling you, if I'm in 20% profit on like an iron or on a strangle or something, at 21 days, I'm just going to take the profit and run, get into another position. Now, so what's that all about? Number one, you're not going to have any problem getting filled 45 days out, and you're damn sure not going to have any problem 21 days to expiration limiting out of your position. This is why people that wait too long, anybody that trades options knows this. Good luck. Good luck finding a market maker to fill these orders because it's not going to happen, man. They're going to just stick you. That's why on the 0 DTs too, you've got to front run positions, right? You got to front run positions. How'd I get on? Let's see here. We're going to pull back from the 1SD. It's a good spot too. It is a good spot too. So yeah, I mean, asking about the US 30, same thing, man. I'd be trading this intraday. Look at this. Powerful, right? The tight volatility range was telling you are just sitting here waiting for the signal because you know there's going to be a massive trend that's going to pop. Let me show you the trend too. Get to the bottom here. It's 30. Let's go down to 15. Let's go down here. Let's see where the trend is starting. Probably 4 hour easily. No, random walk. So on the 4 hour, most people would say, did you see the trending move on the US 30? Guys, entropy doesn't lie. That whole move to the top side. Look, the predictor flipped. See, the predictor is the line, right? The prediction, our prediction model we put together is the line on the bottom of the entropy. And it's literally giving you direction. Look where it broke in after the trend of the top side here. This whole down move right here, this is all a random walk, random walk, random walk, random walk. This little move right here to the top side, that's literally smaller than the move you're experiencing right now, that was a trending move. The entropy doesn't lie. This is a random walk right now, right? Random walk. It randomly walked. It bounced. Here's another thing. Here's our ultimate power mean. You get outside the power mean band. Look at it bouncing off the power means. What's happening right here? Mean reversion. Mean reversion. These are the returns mean revert, the price action follows. And then at some point when you're running outside, you're going to get full mean reversion to the bottom side of the power mean band and the reverse wave trend. And then look, boom, we're popped. We're back outside top of the power mean band again. These markets are getting real toppy, man. I'm telling you, where's this at on the daily? Woo! Yeah, guys.
The board has a butler whose name is Nestor. He never lets bad things fester. I am the Profit Taker's voice spot, and I thank you all for tuning into today's Alpha Trading live stream. See you next time. Same wolf time. Same wolf channel. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade.
Same wolf den. I heard a youngling. I heard a youngling in the background. Yasha's got some, he's got some little, brilliant little children, I might add. They're great kids. They're the children I never had. You're like, here, I'll rent them to you for a week. Yeah. Obviously, you've never experienced it. Yeah, I hear you. I see friends. Woo! I'm like, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it. I have trouble just with the dogs, let alone humans. Yep, I escaped all that. Never been married. Never had kids. Have I had a great life? Yep. Yep. I've had a lot of money to spend on moi. Just having fun. I have not accumulated a lot of stuff, right? I'm on that level. I when I spend my money, I'm having a good time. I'm not accumulating worthless just junk. It's all just junk. It all deteriorates. In 1,000 years, all this junk you're buying is going to be back to dust. Nothing to it. So you might as well be.
That's why I buy uranium and toxic waste.
Yeah.
It lasts millions of years.
Millions and millions. Let me, before we get off here, but yeah, so the US 30, I mean, look at the freaking daily. You're way outside the power mean band, man. These returns, when they mean revert, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. These markets are going to pull back, man. They are going to pull back. When? That's what you use a workflow for. Especially, this is the problem. With traditional technical analysis, workflow is a fugazi, man. There's nothing to it. You're making it worse on yourself. You're stacking lag on top of lag on top of lag on top of lag when you don't have lagging indicators, right? When you have real-time information, this is when the workflow kicks into high gear. You can literally get great information, and I run mine backwards. Now, the only time I'm running uphill is like, I'm going to see what's happening on the 15-minute. I'm going to go up to the 33. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Because you got to see different levels, where the reverse wave trend is, where the top and the bottom of the power mean band is. You get really good at this after a while. And these are things we can't teach. And by the way, education, free in our server. We've got more educational material in this server. You just come in to laugh. Look at all the shit we put together. I guarantee you there's not another Discord server out there that's got as many channels as we do. I mean, we pushed it to the limit, which is never a good thing, right? But when it's packed full of useful information, what are we going to do? Just leave it hanging in the closet? No, we're going to throw it in a Discord channel, man. We have got a ton of information for people. That's all we ask. It's free. Come into the Discord. Look around, man. That's all you got to do. Ask some questions. We can even have a debate, right? We can even have a debate. We're not going to rub anybody raw. We know. We've been there. We've backed that kind of crap before. But when you find a better way and you realize I was using lagging indicators the whole time, guys, it's a no freaking brainer to make the switch, right? And I highly suggest when you do that, stop trading. Because here's the problem. You start learning about the VEPS. As soon as something happens with a move that you don't understand what you're looking at, because why would you? You just started learning this, and it's hard to learn this. We're not going to lie. That's why we give people time. We give them the free chart. Here, work on this. Ask questions. The people that do that, they move forward quickly. Ask anybody that's joined this Discord. You come in the Discord, ask some questions. People are going to come answer. Yasha's great at it. Yasha usually beats everyone to the punch. But yeah, it's a good place to hang, even if you just want to hang out, meet some new people, see what we're doing. It's fine. Because, like I said, we're not trying to extract money from you. You don't have to worry about that. Dude, go to our YouTube channel. That's shadow banned. You'll get on there and you'll be like, man, there's kids farting in bottles getting more views than us. It's crazy. We're very shadow banned. Why do you think we're shadow banned on YouTube? Because we're talking about this. We're literally talking about how the high frequency trading firms trade. They do not want this information out there, man. I am telling you. And if you find anybody else on YouTube talking about what the things we talk about, bring us together. Let us know who it is, because we can't find them, right? There is literally nobody giving this information out. I've said this before. Most people that put together a strategy like this, dude, they start hedge funds. They start high frequency trading firms. They don't share it with people. Do you understand? We're sick and tired of seeing retailers lose money because they have been scammed into thinking traditional TA is the way to go. Guys, do you not know by now that most shit that's mainstream is bad for you? All the bad shit they say is good. All the good stuff they say is bad. If you haven't noticed that in society, we definitely can't help you, right? Because you're in the line, right? You're marching with all the other sheep, which is okay, man. We're still going to be here. Even there was another camp back in the day. Any of you guys ever listening here? We got no grudges. You can come into our Discord, start asking questions, and really learn how to trade the VEPS. Not under pressure from some crazy dictator, all right? Getting called names. I mean, this is literally how ignorant these people are. One day I came in and I was like, who the hell made a bunch of upgrades to indicators? I literally had like 30 messages. You know, on TradingView, if you're subscribed to somebody, and anytime they add something to an indicator, upgrade or anything, you get an alert. So, this idiot, this is what they did. Every indicator got upgraded with just a message that said, the pool of people using this site, TradingView, is literally too dumb to benefit from these things. This is the ego and the ignorance of this other camp. Do you really want to go to learn how to trade the VEPS? These people? Give me a freaking break, man. We are here for you guys, for real. We're not asking you to buy anything. We're going to give you free charts to get yourself going on this mission, on this volatility trading journey. That's why we're here. Spread the message, man. We are one of the only ones that are not. We don't have affiliate links anywhere. God, these guys have 1,000 affiliate links. They're selling everything under the sun to try to make a dime off of their community. They're selling BS trading programs, trading psychology, lagging indicators, education. That's how they make money if you have not figured this out yet. Literally the biggest YouTuber when it comes to trading. You think he really trades? I know him. Guys,
It's a scam.
it's a total scam. Total scam. I'm never going to call him out by name. We actually have a little bit of a relationship. He probably hates when I talk about this shit because it could affect how he makes money. When the whole time I've been telling him, why don't you learn the VEPS? I even tried to give him a free indicators about correlation and stuff. And then all of a sudden one day he starts talking about volatility. Guys, that was us that pushed him to that. Telling you right now. But God forbid he ever used our indicators, so they had to make their own that is built on poor math. Anybody that builds volatility indicators and stuff like that, I can take one look and be like, yep, that math is incorrect. Why? Because I got slapped in the head too many times by our math guy who does create good freaking indicators. I mean, he was a blessing from heaven, for real, because this stuff is not easy. This stuff is not easy to code up and stuff. And between our two developers, good Lord. It's good stuff. Yeah, emotional damage. What do we got? 6 minutes left? Let's see here. What are we going to do? Yes. Cheers. We go back to DRE. Let's get off the 30. There we go. That wick, right to first standard deviation. See how they did that? Right? I would have front run that position, got my profit. Look at the clear out before they ran it to the 1SD. You understand what the algos do? They get people hyper bullish, hyper bearish, then they'll run it to it, and then they just dump it down, kick people out because they just insist on putting stop losses in the system. Bad idea. As an intraday trader, you are your own stop loss. You are the bot. You're running the show. Just don't swing trade this stuff, man. There's a reason why these high frequency trading firms trade intraday. All right? You think they're swing trading? Guys, they're not. They're not. They're literally down here trading the 1 minute and 30-second time frames. You go down on those time frames and look at the volatility, for crying out loud. Yeah. I mean, here's the US 30. Let's put this thing on a 30-second. Hello. Look at all these moves, man. And what's even better, look at the freaking variance, right? What's variance again? Spread of data from the mean. We've got it correlated. It's so powerful. Variance is never going to go below zero, right? The spread of data, it can go to the top side or the bottom side of the mean, but you'll never see the variance indicator dump down below zero. It's only expanding and contracting. Volatility, right? And when you correlate it to price action and you understand outliers, these are quick little scalps. Fill in the little buckets. Just like that, where they talk about, hey, you don't always need a home run. You do know what 4 base hits is, right? It's a home run. 4 little buckets fills a big bucket. That's what we're doing. We're taking our profit, limiting our losses. We're not emotionally attached to our trades. Just chipping away, picking up the crumbs of these big algorithms. Because like I said, they're messy eaters. And when you drop down the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 30-second time frames to trade, all you got to do is look around. You see massive, big, mechanical, great white sharks, blood all over them. They're just chomping through traders. But then we pop down in there using the VEPS. They immediately recognize, oh shit, they're on it, right? Because they know. They know where we're entering. They know where we're taking profits. At some point, they're just like, all right, let's let them run with the big dogs. And we're down there, big, freaking, not mechanical great white sharks, flesh and blood, down there running with them, man, picking up their scraps. They are massive entities. We're just swimming around, picking up the fins and the freaking whatever else they're spitting out. Filling little buckets, man. Hundreds of millions of dollars laying on the table. But people want to swing trade. Good luck. Good luck. If you're looking for a new way to trade, come into the Alpha Trading Discord. Links in the description of the Trading View video. I want to thank everybody for support on the Discord. You guys are awesome. You're here every day. We love it. Everybody that's been giving us views on Trading View. Man, it's the same thing. What is it to begin with, right? It's all moving averages that's making the cloud and stuff, right? Still lagging. Is there something to it? There's something to all these indicators. Here's the problem though, man. They just lag. They just lag. And we're talking about trading low time frame volatility. Most people that use that indicator, they're swing trading, right? They're swing trading higher time frames, 4-hour, daily, weekly. We're down here. I'm using all those higher time frames as a workflow to get my bias, right? And then how am I getting entries? Because the 15-minute is the end of my workflow. Then I'm getting entries doing a mini workflow, 9-minute, 6-minute, 3-minute, 1 minute. Where am I going to get my entry at, right? And it's actually, I'm going to be rolling uphill on them just to see. And that's where to take profits and stuff. It's pretty intense, but once you get it, you get it. And that's the problem, like with the cloud. Right? It's moving averages and stuff, man. They just lag. But like we said, if you have found a way to trade and you're profitable, just come and enjoy the fun, because we're usually pretty funny. We like to have a good time, and there's nothing off limits. As you've already noticed, we talk about a lot of stuff here. And sometimes, some days are a little spicier than others when I get on my little rants. But it's all good. And one thing you'll notice right out of the gate is we're here for you and we're not trying to extract money. We literally going to give you a free chart to start out with and a free trial of the indicators you're seeing. And if you're not happy after that, you can just sit in the Discord, right? You might meet some new friends, talk, whatever. We don't care if you buy our indicators. We say that over and over and over again. Go find one other person streaming that says that. Don't come buy our indicators. Number one, this is going to take a lot of hard work to learn, to make the switch. That's why we recommend do it slow. Stop trading, right? Relearn. Think of it as you're going to alpha trading, a little re-educational camp. That's all you're doing. You're relearning how to trade these markets by following the high frequency trading firms around, man. The algorithms that are moving, that literally have the liquidity in these markets. And that's why it's so powerful to use the divergence on the returns oscillator. Because when that thing sets in stone, some div, it's screaming at you, return on investment is diminishing, take your profits, period. And that's the last thing I'm going to say. We're going to get back at it tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It's going to be Friday, June 16th, last trading day of the week. Can't wait till next week. Let things shake out. Going to be trading every day probably. That being said, wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. See you guys.